Welcome back, everyone.
I feel like I need more coffee, but I already drank a shitload today.
That is a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
Is it a metric shitload or a king's shitload?
I don't know. It felt like a King's when it was coming out, but might have been metric.
I think the difference is where you are at the
Are we
time.
talking about all kinds of pets this time? Like I can even bring up like Treasure Planet, for instance.
Why not?
All right, cool. I want to talk about Treasure Planet. Don't steal that from me.
I want you to talk about Akamaru.
Okay, he just pisses on shit. You do the intro this time. I did it last time.
Hey everybody, welcome to Matt and Andy with Andy and Matt. As always, I'm Matt and he's Andy. And this is our show that we do sometimes.
Yeah, I got it right last. Well, the first part.
You did get it right, and we appreciate.
I did
that.
not finish strong though.
Well, that's okay. You have a new opportunity in today's episode. Today's episode, we're actually talking about anime, animals, pets.
Yeah,
mostly.
I mean, I we always say like anime or whatever, but we end up talking about whatever. So I'm just gonna say pop culture.
Okay,
that's really the core of what we do. We just talk about anything, really.
We do.
We just talk about anime a lot because we're weebs.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think the other phrase is otaku, but I can't remember which one's
I'm
more
a weeb,
insulting.
you guys.
So yeah, just real quick before we get into the guts of it, where you can find us, we've got our website, hibyrdproductions.com. That's HIBYRD productions.com. You can see our podcast on there and our other two podcasts for the network. Let's Try Something New with Matt and Glenn. And then we've got the gas station with White T-shirt and T-Money, Trapping Cannabis, Circle K.
Mostly.
Yeah. We also got social, so you can find us on Facebook. Matt's Fet Life is going strong.
Don't forget to look for us on YouTube, Spotify. We're in all kinds of places.
Yeah, Matt's Fet Life has been changed to what do we got this week? Donkey Dick King 1265.
Why do we change it every week?
You know, to keep the fans like guessing.
Why do we want them guessing?
Because like, you know how like when you get a Where's Waldo book and like some of those pages are real hard and you feel like really accomplished when you find it?
No, but I do know when you get a Where's Waldo book and the motherfucker before you circled every goddamn one.
Okay.
So you don't got to look for anything.
So don't imagine that disappointment. Imagine the strife and then the sense of victory. That's what people are going to feel like when they find your Fet Life and the 3 pictures of you asleep with your ass out.
Hooray.
Yeah.
What did you do to me?
Nothing. You just had your ass out when I walked in the room. I didn't have to do anything. I just took a picture and left.
So nothing was inserted into me?
No. What the fuck?
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Well, it was a reference to Dale Gribble in King of the Hill.
You
When
need
he
to go-
blacks out, he
you-
says, was anything inserted
You
into
need
me
to go
while I
to
was
the-
unconscious?
You need to go to the timeout corner for that one.
Why?
That was worse than the first thing and the other thing and the one reason we can't show a whole episode.
You've got to be kidding me.
No.
I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill
I think you're making a molehill out of a mountain.
Why do you have to be so contradictory to me?
I don't know why you got to be so rude. Don't you know that I'm human too?
Are you?
Yeah, can we just do what we're supposed to do? Because this will go on for the next 45 minutes.
I'd really prefer to, but you like trailing off specifically.
It's what I add to the show.
I see.
You know, some of my best jokes come in a moment when I say something that you hate.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, well, you're like mad about everything all the time. You're a grumpy guy.
So?
Nothing.
That's right, nothing.
All right, come on, tell them talk about what you wanted to talk about.
What I wanted to... You wanted to talk about them, too.
This was your idea, though.
Yes,
I'm giving credit where credit is due. Jesus, Matt. You just ate. Why are you you're so feisty? Someone get him more pizza. He needs more gluten.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm finished.
Now, talking about pets in popular anime games, that sort of thing.
Pop culture.
These can be as important as Akamaru and Kiba for Naruto, or as sidekick as Gigi in Kiki's Delivery Service. And maybe even, I don't know if I would call Zeke from Zoid's Chaotic Century a pet. He kind of was a pet, but he kind of wasn't.
I don't think I watched.
You didn't watch. It was like a dinosaur robot that didn't talk, but was human size.
Kind of like Haru, but Haru talks.
Haru does talk.
Is Haru a pet?
I mean, Haru was mechanical. Didn't someone make Haru?
Yeah, so the first, in the first, I'm actually rewatching like all the Gundam because I watched my Iron Blooded Orphans, and that was really, really good. So right now I'm actually just like on Gundam, like Mobile Suit Gundam, the first one, and like the first ever main character, Amuro, he makes Haru as like a companion for his friend.
That's cool.
And he's just like this little green flappy robot who's like, Haru, how are you doing? You know, he's like a little friendly guy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like, I don't know, is that a pet? If it's mechanical? Because then like, I'm going to hit you with this. Is Goddard from Jimmy Neutron not his pet?
Goddard from Jimmy Neutron is like a billion things to him.
I know.
He's a means of transportation. He is a recording security system.
Yes.
He is a means of self-defense.
But is he not his pet?
Yes, I guess he is.
Yeah, that's his pet, Goddard. So like, is Haru a pet?
I kind of don't want to make Haru a pet.
I mean,
I don't want to consider it.
Why not? Because like, what is a pet yet something small and cute that follows you around and does cute shit?
Well, sometimes they can be a pain in the ass.
Haru can definitely be a pain in the ass. Like R2-D2 is a pain in the ass.
Is R2-D2 a pet?
No, I think R2-D2 is
because I feel like if I give you Haru, you're gonna take a mile and be like R2-D2 is a pet too.
I would say R2-D2.
So is 3PO.
No, R2-D2 and C3PO, I would say are more like comical side characters or like companions or sidekicks because they have like. I think they have like a higher form of reason and they're more like AI than like even Haru is because Haru is just like a pre-programmed like respondent robot. Like he has a little bit of AI function, but like nowhere near like C3PO and R2-D2. I mean like R2-D2 can like fly through like crazy Jedi spaceship battle and be like, yeah, this is Tuesday. But Chewbacca wouldn't be a pet either because he's a 7-foot tall dog man. Actually, Han Solo is definitely Chewbacca's like 5th dog.
You think so?
100%. And but like an Ewok, if you scoop one of those guys up, that's a pet. He's a little teddy bear.
You put him on a leash?
Yeah. Or like one of those baby backpack harness things so he can't like run off.
A snuggly. I don't know what you call them.
I don't know what it's called. The kid leash. Oh my god, I'm so dry.
Okay. So let's jump to one of the ones I actually wanted to talk about. How about Kilala from Inuyasha? Excellent pet.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Giant flying fire demon fox. Like,
who wouldn't want something like that? One of my favorites that a friend of ours brought up actually recently, the Cabot Ryooki from Tenchi Muyo. One of my favorite animes.
Don't remember.
It was like a cat rabbit thing, but it would also morph into a giant like spaceship.
Did you ever watch or read Angel Beats?
I heard about it, but I didn't watch it.
There was like this little critter that was like an angel Karibo Digimon looking thing, but it was like God.
Digimon pets?
I mean, yeah, Digimon are pets or Pokemon. Would you consider a Beyblade a pet?
No.
No, but hear me out. Inside the Beyblade is a spirit of a fucking creature.
Okay.
So like, is that not a pet? Huh?
Did they have to feed it?
Victor. Yeah.
And so they didn't actually have to give it
rest?
Food sustenance.
Well, Goddard doesn't need food. He just eats lug nuts for fun.
Okay.
So like, you don't need to give it a food source.
You don't need to give it a food source.
Yeah,
so we're losing the meaning of a pet as this episode progresses.
Okay, listen, just because something doesn't eat doesn't mean it's losing the meaning of a pet. It just means it doesn't have to eat.
Okay, so far, right now, robots are pets.
Well, no, because C-3PO and R2-D2 are robots, but they're not pets.
But Goddard is a pet.
He is a
and
dog
Haru
robot,
is a pet.
And he is a
Haru
dumb
is a
little
pet.
ball who is super cute.
Okay, so robots are pets.
Would you consider Jabba the Hutt's monkey parrot lizard a pet or just an abomination?
Salacious be Crumb?
Yeah, Salacious be Crumb. Always be crumbing salaciously.
I would call him a pet because he was on a leash.
Nightmare. I didn't know. Was he?
I think he was on a leash.
Ran off and like grabbed something for Jabba or something.
Maybe he just also had Leia's leash like in his hand too.
How high do you think George Lucas was when he came up with that fucking thing? He had to be. Where did he pull that out of? Like really? Come on. Unless he was doing opium, which I don't know. It was the 80s.
The Muppets.
The Muppets. They're not pets. Those are creatures.
No, he got that from the Muppets.
He got it from the Muppets?
I'm guessing.
Oh, I don't know.
The cocaine?
Yeah, the cocaine. Maybe.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Would you consider the what was that thing? The okay. Would you consider like any of the experiments from Lilo and Stitch or Stitch himself to be a pet or a companion?
I kind of feel like Stitch is more of a companion than a pet.
Yeah. Do you think the one that
But are
makes
pets
only
not
sandwiches?
companions?
I mean, yeah, but like not in the sense of like what a pet is and does, like a companion, like a Fallout companion.
A Fallout companion?
You know, like when you're playing Fallout and you can bring someone along with you, that's a companion. It's called a
Okay.
companion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a pet.
Yeah. No, well, no, because they're humans and they shoot things and
They're yeah.
have emotions. I mean,
and they can carry stuff.
yeah,
like real people.
unlock doors and not set off traps and shit.
But dog meat is different.
Yeah, fuck
dog meat
dog
will
meat.
love you.
Fuck that dog.
He'll love you no matter what.
Actually, if you shoot him, I think he attacks you. After
I have never. I have done it plenty of times.
Have you?
and
You
I've never-
shot the dog? You sick bastard!
Yeah, I'm a terrible person.
You
I was
just,
an
like,
evil
gunned him down.
playthrough.
You gotta just gun him down. You gun down your own dog.
You think? Hey, you ever heard of old Yeller?
Yeah, but he was sick.
So was this dog.
No, it wasn't.
It clearly was. I could tell.
Because his name was Dog Meat.
No, of course not.
You're a monster. Would you consider so like for
Dog
instance,
meat is a pet. Yes.
No, I would say he's a fucking dog. Obviously, he's a pet. No, like so. Remember Harry Potter?
Yes.
You know Hagrid.
Yes.
He's got all those wacky ass creatures.
Yeah. He's
Do you
got
think
Fang the
Aragog
dog.
is a
and
pet?
Aragog was a pet
Yeah,
of his.
but like
yeah.
Aragog also turned into like the Spider Lord,
Yeah.
and then like quickly outgrew Hagrid. Do you think he stopped being a pet at some point?
I think that he would have because
Yeah.
he wasn't kept by Hagrid at that point. He was.
He was kept by himself.
Yeah, in a forest.
Yeah. Do you think if like no one found out about Norbert, do you think Hagrid would have like actually legitimately tried to keep him and like raise him?
Yes.
Do you think Hagrid would have done a good job?
Absolutely.
I feel like he wouldn't have. I feel like he would have done his best, but at some point Hagrid would be like, I am overwhelmed, and he would have called Percy. Or not Percy. Which one's the brother? Yeah.
Charlie.
Charlie, yeah, Charlie Weasley. He would have called Charlie Weasley. And been like, hey, come get this fucking dragon. Don't tell Dumbledore. He'll be mad.
You remember the dragon episode of Rick and Morty?
Yeah, the soul bond.
Oh my god.
How about a quick hand bond before I go? You're embarrassing yourself. I'm shutting the door.
I kind of want to lump Calcifer in there. From,
I think
from Castle in the
Calcifer's a
Sky.
pet. Yeah, for sure. Because like,
He's a fire elemental,
Yeah.
but he's kind of like.
and Howl fed him and took care of him. He's cute and little.
What do you think about Yakul from Princess Mononoke? Was he just a mount? Was he a pet?
I think that was like a companion. Like it was definitely like I wouldn't I wouldn't consider a horse a pet.
Okay.
You know, like even if like you're chill with the horse, I wouldn't say, oh, that's like my friend's pet horse. I'd be like, oh, that's my friend's horse. Like it's in its own distinction, you know. It's a pack animal. It's used for it has a purpose.
It's a means of transportation.
Yeah, a pet doesn't necessarily need to have a purpose. Like a pet rock.
Okay.
I think one of my favorite pets of all time, because he's a mischievous little bastard, Morph from Treasure Planet.
Yes.
He's a pet.
He's
a little son of a bitch.
He is a son of a bitch.
I love him. I don't know why there's not more of them in the galaxy.
That would be really awesome.
Oh yeah, just little like pink blobs running around like screaming at you and doing weird shit all the time.
You mean Dittos?
Ditto couldn't float.
If it took the form of a Pokemon that could float.
I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean. Not like Morph. Can you imagine like you're fucking like walking, like let's say you're like a night security guard, right? And you're walking through like a spooky building that you have to watch. It's abandoned, but they need someone to keep an eye on the property so the homeless don't get in because you know our world's terrible. And you turn the corner and you see like a little pink, like squishy fucking doe-eyed thing, right? And then you're like, hey little guy, what are you doing? And then it turns into like a 7-foot spider woman with like fucking scissors for hands and starts running you down while screeching down the hallway.
It's like something out of Evil Within.
Dittos have the potential to be the most horrifying fucking thing on the face of this earth.
I don't know. I like the I think Dorkly did a skit where they were like, "Oh, hey, this Ditto isn't going to change into the Pokemon it's fighting. It's going to change into the trainer of the Pokemon it's fighting and command the Pokemon to do something to you."
That's terrifying. Can you imagine that? Like, hey,
everyone you know could have been replaced by an army of Dittos.
I mean, you would
never
know though, because they all have like the doe eye. They have two little dots and a long mouth. Like it's very obvious when something's a Ditto. It's like, hey, Jim.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Why is he a Ditto?
Yeah. Everyone's a Ditto.
But nobody messes with you. None of them mess with you as long as you don't let on that you know.
Right. It's like the Truman Show, just real nerve-wracking at all times. What do you even do? Because like I feel like after a while, like you're gonna run out of food. You're going to run out of, like, stuff isn't going to work anymore. Like, they're fucking dittos. They don't know how to work, like, power plants and farms and shit. Or they just take over. They're just like, we are the people now.
Yeah, pretty much.
God, can you imagine that? A ditto uprising. Do you think,
Yes, they'd make terrible pets.
I mean, most Pokemon would, if you think about it.
I don't know. I bet I could have a really nice pet Butterfree.
Imagine if you had, like, a Charmander, though, and, like, it sneezed and shot, like, fire out of its mouth. That's not good in anywhere.
I would have to have some means of fixing it. Huh?
You'd have to have a Squirtle.
Squirtle on hand, at all
the Squirtle
times.
would always be out. If the Charmander's coming out, so's the Squirtle. Or whatever other water-type Pokemon that you find yourself having.
I could.
Yeah. What was the... okay, what was the name of the girl who could turn into a black cat in Bleach?
Yodoichi.
Do you think when she's a cat, she's technically a pet?
I don't even think so.
What if she has doesn't she have a master, or is she operating solo?
I think she does what she feels like.
Is the Nimbus a pet?
No.
The flying
Nimbus, I wouldn't call it a pet. I would call it an object.
It's like a conscience though. Like it's kind of like has like a personality and stuff. A little bit. It's done some funny stuff. It made fun of Bulma, made it look like a dumb bitch.
Yes, it did. But it didn't have to work very hard at that.
What about Poir?
Poir, I kind of do want to consider Poir a pet.
Poir is a pet. TBH. But that pig guy is not a pet.
Oolong is not a pet.
Oolong's not a pet. He's pathetic like one, but he's not a pet. Do you think... You know who I will never accept as a person and is actually a pet? Chaozu.
Chaozu is a Pokemon.
Chaozu is
a
Tien's
Pokemon.
pet. He is Tien's pet for sure. And he only knows self-destruct.
He only knows. That's awful.
I know how I said this in one of the other podcasts, but I think it was Budokai Tenkaichi 2. When you can play as Chaozu, and his special is to latch onto someone, yell, "Goodbye, Tien," and then explode.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's like the cheapest move, but it's the funniest fucking thing.
Does it work?
Oh, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but 9 times out of 10 it kills Chaozu.
It's supposed to kill Chaozu. It's a self-destruct
Yeah,
move.
exactly. It's like a weird, like... In like an unusable move to a certain extent, because like the only way you can get away with using it and not dying is at full health. If you're like even like one pop away from full health,
then you die.
Yeah, and then after you do the explosion, you get hit once and you die. But you might get lucky because if you can respam the explosion real quick, it does the same amount of damage.
Okay.
And technically you win.
Why?
Because you blew the guy up. Your health doesn't like deplete until the move is over, whereas their health depletes and then the move is over.
I see.
Yeah. But Chaozu is definitely a fucking pet.
Chaozu. I don't know.
Oh, dude, no, for sure. There's no...
I don't know if I would call Chaozu a pet.
Yeah, Chaozu's a pet. He's Tien's pet. He can't survive by himself.
Sure he can.
No, he can't.
He can cook?
No, he can't.
Yeah, he can.
He has no idea what he's doing.
You didn't see him with the apron on at Master Roshi's?
He's like 2 years old. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a white-faced toddler. He's half a ghost.
Yeah, is Yajirobe Korin's pet?
Yeah. Come on, it's Jan Shirobi. Are you really asking me that? Yeah, he is.
That's pretty fucking funny.
I like too when you get like useful pets. So like for those who have seen Demon Slayer, I'm not going to talk about Mugen Train. So if you haven't seen it, don't worry about it. But the crows and then Zenitsu's sparrow.
I like that one.
I think those guys are pretty cool because like it's funny. Like the sparrow definitely cares about Zenitsu because you can see it getting so fucking stressed with him all the time.
Yeah,
and then the other crows are like kind of lackadaisical about it, but they're also like, "Hi." Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, cute little crow pal.
I'd want a crow pal.
I like how the Hashiramas, some of their crows had like trinkets or like outfits or something on in the movie.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like, wow, you can customize your bird.
Customize your bird.
Dude, if I got a little bird, I'd put him in like a hoodie with like hater shades and a hat that said swag.
Dude, he would cook. He would cook if you put him in a hoodie.
Why?
Why?
Does he gain a chef skill?
No, it's not that he would gain a chef skill. It's that it would probably be very hot in a hoodie. Huh?
It's cold in Japan.
It's cold in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where the Demon Slayers were. Gotta keep them warm, I care.
Okay.
Maybe a winter jacket? What, do you think a hoodie's not good enough? What about a pea coat? Lab coat?
I'm done.
Are you sure?
Fashion is not my thing.
No, I know that. You dress like a dad. You have New Balance, right?
I think.
Dad shoe. Here's a fun one for you. Do you remember that episode of Ugly Americans where Randall got split into a bunch of tiny Randalls? Or not Randalls, what's the wizard?
Leonard.
Yeah. Would you consider the tiny Leonards pets?
No.
Are you sure?
They were each versions of him, and all but one of them had to die for him to be himself again.
Yeah.
Imagine something happening to your friend, and it was your fault, and then you have to fix him
by
murdering him a bunch of times.
I feel like I'd never be mad at you again. That would be such a cathartic experience.
Why would it be cathartic to murder me a bunch of times?
I've known you for a while. There's a lot of pent-up rage in my heart.
Oh.
Yeah. You bring it on yourself, man.
You know what? You're right. I probably do.
What are some other pets? Is Toad a pet?
Toad?
Yeah, from like all the little toads that Princess Peach has to deal with. Are they pets?
You know, I think they're actually rulers of some kind. They're supposed to represent like nobles or something.
Are they? What about the Shy Guy? Do you think he would qualify as a pet? I don't know his level of sentience.
I honestly don't know his level of sentience either.
Yoshi's a pet, I think.
Yoshi is definitely a pet.
And all of the different breeds of Yoshi.
Yoshi might be Namekian.
A pickle?
No.
Yes.
No, Namekian.
That's what it means to be Namekian.
Namekian?
To be a pickle.
So Piccolo's a pickle?
Yeah, he's a pickle.
Okay, Nail is a pickle.
Nail is a pickle, yes.
Guru is a pickle.
100%. That's why they're green. And they have green juice when they get cut.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they're pickles. They're just advanced pickles. Were there any pets in Dragon Ball Z? I don't remember any.
I don't know. Gohan was pretty tight with some of those pterodactyls.
Yeah, I don't think that counts though.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's you.
What about B?
B?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm trying to remember.
Are you smoking crack?
No. In Dragon Ball Z, B was the dog that was Hercule's pet.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't?
No.
It was super cool. It was like this tiny little dog that died, and Hercule was like, oh no. And Majin Buu was like, here, let me fix. And he healed it and was like, now run away from me. You're supposed to be scared. And the dog was like, no, you healed me. I love you.
Oh, was this like Fat Nice Majin Buu?
Yeah.
I liked Fat Nice Majin Buu. I like how they became best friends. Is Buu a pet? Please tell me Big Dumb Buu is a pet. He's gotta be. He's so stupid.
Buu is a world destroyer.
I know, but he's dumb as hell. And Hercule takes care of him.
Kind of.
And he's excited about it. They're like best friends. It's so funny. It's like SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh my God.
Oh, Gary the Snail. How can we forget about Gary the Snail?
Gary the Snail is definitely a pet.
Gary the Snail is a funny ass pet. I like that one episode when he basically turns into a mind flayer when SpongeBob goes inside of his shell.
Oh, yeah, in his dream.
Yeah, or like when Gary shows him how to tie his shoe, and he's like, "How'd you learn how to do that?" And he's got loafers on.
Yeah, he's got loafers on underneath the shell.
Or when he was trying to get a bath, and he's like up in the tree. It's like, "Come down from there, meow, 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 meow. I am so the boss of you." Sassy little bastard.
It's a snail, man.
Yeah.
Snails are the cats of Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, it definitely exemplifies like cats can be sassy little bastards.
I think so.
Were there any like pets that played a more important role in the story than you thought they would in anything you've seen?
Jockin from Inuyasha.
Who?
Jockin.
Who?
Jockin. In Inuyasha, Jockin was that weird imp that followed Sesshomaru around with a stick.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I haven't watched Inuyasha in like 10 years. I totally forgot about that little shit. But the second you said what it was, I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, that's in there.
I think he would consider himself Lord Sesshomaru's vessel, but everyone else would consider him a pet.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He really was.
You know who no one really talks about anymore, but I absolutely love to this day? The bat from Anastasia.
Would you really consider him a pet?
He was definitely a pet. I mean, he was like a crony and a minion, but like he was a pet.
Okay.
For sure. He was a pet bat. And then also, too, I think in the second movie, which I heard isn't as good, or I remember watching vaguely, and there was a pink female bat. He was it's definitely very pet-like.
Okay,
just like
I guess.
kind of in the sense of like the raccoon and the hummingbird from Pocahontas. Or that pug.
Hang on. Bullseye and Flick.
Woody's horse.
Bullseye was Woody's horse, but it was also the name of Pocahontas's raccoon, and Flick was the hummingbird.
Yes. Do you think Pain and Panic are pets? Like, do you think Hades regards
They're
them
pet.
as,
Yeah, they're pet demons.
yeah.
Because I don't know.
He's just like, these idiotic worms will die if I don't like watch what they're doing.
And then they walk back with Hercules' merchandise.
What are
sandals?
those?
You want some? James Woods did great in that role.
I like how so for instance, since we jumped to Disney movies, Mulan.
Okay.
Mushu is not a pet.
No.
The cricket is.
The cricket is a pet.
But somehow
Mushu is a guardian spirit.
The cricket seems
He's
to
a
be
guardian
more
dragon.
competent than Mushu in every regard.
Is that you think that's why do you think that is?
I don't know, because Mushu's a idiot. Is Donkey a pet?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
His wife is a dragon. I don't know. Like whatever she wants him to be, I guess. Breathe fire.
I feel like in that sort of sense, in Shrek, the pet would be someone like the little gingerbread man.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be. You could
Or
consider
like
him
the
a
three
pet.
blind mice.
Three blind mice. No.
No, they wouldn't. They're mice.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so the gingerbread man would be a pet, but the three literal fucking mice would not be a pet?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
You're up your ass.
Nope.
You are so up there.
I am not.
You are just swimming around in corn and chicken nuggets right now.
Who the fuck? When did I eat corn?
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't eat corn. That's like the closest thing to a vegetable you'll even consider looking at, and you go, eh.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go get you
Okay.
a can of Spam.
You can't spam.
Yeah, you just eat that with a spoon. Like a... Oh, God damn it. Keep thinking about a clear jelly.
Are you done?
No. I guess for now.
He's never done, folks.
What about the hawk from Mulan? What about the what about whatever the fuck his name's Hawk?
Sean Yu's hawk?
Yeah, what about that? Is that a pet or is that an asshole?
I would consider it a pet. Just like Iago from Aladdin. Pet.
I can just only think of Gilbert Godfrey reading Shades of Grey every time I think about Iago.
Oh my god! I
Touched
forgot
my clitoris.
I forgot that he read that.
Yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey,
Yeah.
come on the show.
No, don't do that. Actually, no. Gilbert Godfrey scares me.
Why?
I don't know, man. Just something.
Please come on the
like,
show.
a man who sounds like a parrot. There's something going on.
What?
A man who sounds like a parrot. There's something going on.
You do you think he's an alien?
No, worse. I think he's like an elder god.
I think he's an elder god.
Mm-hmm. And now that I've said that, he's gonna like feel it, the vibration in the universe, and he's gonna come find me.
Did you guys happen to know that voice is actually an entire act that he's just extremely well known for? He does not, in fact, actually sound like that at all.
Yeah, no, I know, but he would to scare the shit out of me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shocked
That's
me
funny.
when I found that out.
He built his whole career on sounding like a parrot. You know, that's like there's some black magic in there somewhere.
You think so?
Yeah, no, 100%, no doubt, definitely like some kind of wizard.
I've just been
creature.
doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, you have. I've told you that.
Well, did you tell me that I wasn't listening to you?
Yeah, you're always not listening to me.
What?
Yeah. What about so like here's one here. Let's just like skip up from just naming a bunch of shit. If you like so for anything pop culture wise, video game, anime, comic book, movie, whatever, what would you put a pet in, and what kind of pet would it be, and why?
What I put a pet in?
Yeah, so for instance, just for funsies, like let's say we are like Master Chief needs a pet outside of Cortana, and it's like a little.
You really think
robot.
she's his pet?
Well, no, but like whatever.
She is on a leash,
I know.
technically.
Technically,
Like
she's in his brain.
Yeah.
But like he gets like a little more like industrial version of like the robot from Gears of War, but it's like sleeker. That's his little like pet.
I really want to count the robot from Gears of War as a pet.
I think yeah, because we let Goddard be a pet.
Okay. Awesome.
So yeah, what would you put a pet in? What would it be? Why would it be there? Who's getting it?
I wouldn't give Naruto a puppy.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Naruto, really.
No, he didn't.
Why do you want to give Naruto a puppy?
Because when he started out, he really could have used one.
I mean, he could barely take care of himself.
But he would have taken care of that puppy.
I guess that's right. I guess you're right. Damn.
What about you?
I don't know. I'm sad now.
I'm sorry.
Like thinking about it, I'm like, damn, he probably could have used a puppy.
Right?
Fuck. You bum me out.
Why?
Oh, I have a question actually. Real quick.
Oh,
You've seen
God.
Bear in the Big Blue House, right?
Yes.
You know the
Tutter.
Is he Bear's pet, or does he just live in the house?
He just lives in the house
Are you
rent free. Yep.
Rent free. That means he's a pet.
You think so?
Doesn't do chores, doesn't pay bills, just bitches and eats cheese. That's a pet.
If you have termites in your house, are they pets?
Yeah, they're mine. I love them all.
Really?
My babies.
Oh my
I
God.
feed the queen balsa wood.
Penelope. Nestor.
Oh God. If I had to put a pet into anything where there isn't already a pet to like do something specific, I would probably say
GXD.
no. They had pets.
A couple of them.
Those
had
little
pets.
summon things, yeah. Fucking the other guy was like, oh, he got the slime. I thought
No, he
he
didn't.
didn't get the slime. I would put a pet in. I would probably put some kind of pet in mobile Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans.
Because they could use one, like the same reason
they
that I
could
would
have
have put one
used
in
like
Naruto.
a dog or something. Like those poor fucking kids. Like first they're fucking human debris, then they're like in a slave trade, then they're all almost dying all the time, then a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like someone needed a therapy dog.
Right?
Like at least just one.
Wasn't there a dog in Last of Us 2? Was there a dog in that? Like the bad guy had a dog?
No, because the bad guy was like well, technically, yeah. Abby had a dog. I can't remember what its name was, but like it was part of the military unit, and she got the dog like to go with her. It was like an attack dog, but it was also a pet. But yeah, whoa, God, what's her name from Last of Us? Ellie. Ellie killed it.
That's too bad.
Well, you know, Abby shouldn't have fucked with Joel. Joel.
Anyway,
This was I don't got time for this. This was your idea.
it was my idea. And honestly, if I could pick one of them, I would probably go with something if you had your pick of any of them that we mentioned already.
Okay, if I had to pick of anything, I'd probably pick Mew.
You?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because it's like a cute little cat Jesus.
A cute little cat, Jesus.
I mean, Mew is God. Like Mew is a god in Pokemon.
Isn't there already a god Pokemon, like one that's
There's
specifically?
a ton of god Pokemon, bro.
Uh,
They all created something. Let's see. You got Mew. Mewtwo was created in a lab. Then you've got Entei, Suicune, Raikou, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno. Then you got Groudon. What's the water one? Kyogre. Then you got Rayquaza. You got Suicune. There's Dialga. There's Deoxys. There's Rayquaza. There's Darkrai. Palutena. Jirachi.
Wishmaker.
Yeah, that little fucking hamster, the little hedgehog thing.
Wait a second. That reminds me.
What?
We didn't talk about Hamtaro.
I didn't think we were gonna talk about Hamtaro.
Hamtaro is all about pets.
Yeah, but like, when was the last time you actually watched Hamtaro to say anything other about it than hamsters are cute?
I don't. Well, that was the whole
Hamsters are
show.
cute.
From as far as I was concerned, that was the whole show. Hamsters are cute.
Hamsters are
Good
cute.
night, everybody.
But yeah, so I'm picking Cat God. Who are you picking?
What do you mean?
Like, what would you pick as a pet if you could pick any pet out of pop culture to have?
Any pet?
Yeah,
Probably Morph.
Morph was pretty dope,
Right?
and he'd probably be a lot less loud than your dogs,
I think so.
which would be cool.
I think he would be mischievous, so it would keep me on my toes.
Whoa, you know who we didn't even like talk about Momo or Appa or anything.
Appa would probably mess with my allergies,
100%.
and Momo would too.
Momo would mess with your allergies and you.
Yes.
Do you remember the name of June's
Excuse me.
Shearshoe?
No.
That thing was cool.
What was it?
A Shearshoe?
That was that the
It's
one
like a
that
tracking
tracked
dog
by smell?
mole thing. Yeah. Would you consider any of these summons in Naruto to be a pet? Like, so when like Naruto summons like Gamabunta
I wouldn't consider a summon a
or
pet.
Pakun.
No.
Yeah, those are ninja dogs. There were really no pets in that show. Everything was a ninja. Ninja book, ninja toaster.
Everything was a ninja.
Everything was ninjas.
Ninja.
You got anything else, man?
Honestly, not too much. I'm proud of. I've been usually when I consider pets in anime, I try to turn it over in my head. Like, does this count? Does this not? Because the line isn't always that clear in a lot of these games and shows.
Yeah, well, that's why we push the boundaries.
Like the question before about Yoda, probably a really great question. What about Plu from Rave Master? Does that count?
Yeah, because he was the dumb dog.
He was a carrot-nosed dog.
Yeah. Oh, you know who I actually completely forgot about? I want to change my answer. I want the chameleon from Tangled, Pascal.
Oh my god.
I want him.
Why?
Because he's fucking cool.
He seems cool.
And he like smacks people in the face with his tongue when he finds it necessary.
That's weird.
Tyler, you just poured a bunch of water all over your table.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Coaster, Matt.
Coasters are important.
Yes.
Dr. P.
Yeah, I think that's about all I got, man.
That's about all you got.
Yeah, I kind of like, really, I think I'm scraping the barrel. The only other thing I can think of is like Hedwig.
I want to ask about in the days of PlayStation 1, there was a game called Mega Man Legends. Do you remember? Did you ever play that? Because there were these creatures in the family, the Bonds.
James Bonds?
No. But they had little like robot people that were kind of they're iconic almost in Dead Rising. Their little helmet heads you can put on the zombies.
Oh. Okay.
And they're I kind of want to consider them pets. Like they might have been people, but they were really strange, tiny, like barely sentient people. I couldn't tell if they were robots or not. It was hard to tell. They would blow up, but so did everything in Mega Man.
I have a very
Rush was a pet in Mega Man. I can't believe I jumped over that. I was talking about that for a while and I didn't bring up Rush.
I have like a very I have a question, let's say.
Okay.
Would you consider the wasps that flew out of what's her name? The mother from 7?
From Resident Evil 7?
Yeah.
Would I consider them pets?
The ones that came out of her wussy?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Hear me out.
They were a weapon.
Hear me out.
Pets.
Hear me out. She cultivated them. They had multiple hives. She fed them. She bred them, and they listened to her.
Weren't they a part of her?
Even more, man. You bond with your animal.
Yeah, but not like that.
Hey, man, I didn't say it was right.
I don't want to count that.
You don't think so?
No, that sounds pretty gross to think about.
Yeah, I mean, it is gross. That was kind of the point.
Would you count Lady Dimitrescu's daughters? Because they weren't actually people; they were just bugs shaped like sentience. People. They did,
and
have
they also had
sentience.
collective singularity sentience. Like each one was a different entity.
Yeah,
the other ones were just big fucking wasps. It's not really a close enough comparison. IMO. Like I'd consider the mold creatures pets of Eve and
of Evelyn,
and Mother Miranda.
Okay, I guess I could see.
Propeller Face would have been Heisenberg's pet.
Oh, there was an idea at first in one of the concepts to make Propeller Head Heisenberg's father.
Yeah,
which is strange to think about.
I just had a fucked up thought, and I feel like we've been using this joke a lot lately, but I'm just going to keep the gravy train rolling.
Here we go.
But you know what's like one of the worst pets that I've ever come across in any pop culture?
What is that?
Nina Tucker. College is expensive, but doggy daycare isn't.
Why would you say that?
Because it's been like 13 years and it's still just never okay to joke about. Like everybody hates it, and I hate the joke as I say it, but like the response is what drives me forward.
So if I stopped responding, you would stop doing it.
Yeah, man.
You're a liar.
I'm here for entertainment and comedic value. I mean, if I still think it's funny, I'm going to say it. But like more than likely, if you don't give me a good reaction, I'm not going to continue on with the same joke.
I get that.
Yeah, man. You don't like keep saying the same joke over and over in a room when people are booing you off the stage.
Well, it depends on who you are.
That's true. Do you have a Matt fact today?
I do not have a Matt fact today. I had one yesterday.
I have a joke.
Okay. What is your joke?
Did you know that in Hawaii you were only allowed to laugh at a certain decibel?
Didn't you use this one before?
Yeah, but I didn't say it on the air yet.
I really think you did.
No, I did not. I said it to you a couple of times.
Okay.
You used it on the air.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's aloha.
Did I use it on the air? When?
Last episode.
No.
Yeah.
Episodes ago.
2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Did I? A lot of broccoli. Never mind.
I tried to tell you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to fill dead air, man. What do you want?
What,
What are you guys eating on your first date?
Spaghetti.
my first date with who?
That's how I'm going to sneak a kiss.
Each other.
I'm not going on a date with this guy.
That's a good one.
What'd you say?
Jake the dog.
I wouldn't. Jake's not a pet. Jake's like his brother. If anything, Finn's the pet because he's so like helpless.
He is like the only human, right?
He is the only human because Susan Strong's a fish person.
And Ice King is a monster.
Well, Ice King is technically a human, but he's been like morphed by the crown.
Gunther's a good one. The penguin.
Gunther, actually, no, Gunther is not a pet. Gunther is like one of the most evil beasts in the universe. He just like chooses to vibe as a penguin. Because in the episode where Marceline's father gets summoned by Finn, he goes to suck out his soul and he can't. And he's like, give me your soul. He's like, no, you can't have my soul. I've never met a more evil being in creation. Get out of here. So he's just like vibing. He's nobody's pet. If anything, Ice King is his pet.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's some Adventure Time lore right there for you.
What about Scooby and Scrappy?
They're definitely Shaggy's pets. I don't know what Scrappy's deal is. Like, he never seems to have an owner, and no one likes him, so he never stays around for that long. But yeah, Scooby-Doo is definitely like Shaggy's like dog. Yeah, Scrappy-Doo cousin. What do you mean cousin? Get out of here! I came from a puppy mill. Let me at him. Let me at him.
What about the Rugrats as a collective?
They're children.
They're not pets.
Yeah, that's not pets. What's wrong with you? Those are children.
Name some qualities of pets?
Some qualities of pets. I got into this with
They're
him before.
usually covered in hair.
Okay.
Or scales.
Or feathers.
Or feathers.
Okay, children fall in that category.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
What about baby Yoda?
Grogu?
Yeah, he's like a pet to me though.
I mean, he's not though, because he's like a humanoid creature with a brain who can use the Force. He's just like a baby.
He's still like, yeah.
You know, he's just an alien child. He's just been made to be cute. But he's Yoda. You wouldn't consider Yoda a pet.
I would.
Dude, Yoda literally like has chopped the head off of like a tank before and like brought down a Star Destroyer with the Force. He ain't nobody's pet.
What about Jar Jar Binks?
Jar Jar Binks is like that autistic kid that got left outside of the house and no one like kept track of him.
Speaking of pets, what's your guy's personality?
What do you say?
Our first what?
What? Fursona?
Fursona.
You're sick. I'm not a furry, so I don't know.
Hypothetically.
No.
Like if you were.
No.
Why don't you answer it for each other? Matt, if Andy had a fursona, who would he be? What color and creature?
I mean, listen, I'm not going to like get mad at you for saying something. It's for the podcast.
Yeah, but I need you to be real with
But like,
it.
I already know what I'm going to tell them you are. So
Oh my
I
God.
want you to go
The
first.
This
viewership
hurts.
will know if it's not coming from an authentic place. I bet you they have personalities of their own.
They probably do. They're probably like sitting there. Like whoever's listening to this who's a furry right now, take notes. They're going to make a fursona. We're going to get some weird fucking fan art now.
You think so?
That's one of my biggest fears.
What?
Is because like if we let's say we
hit
get
with the furry and the
no. Kind of, but listen, if we get popular enough to where people are like fans of us and enough artists are like, oh, we're gonna draw weird shit and all the shit that these guys say and try to push us into these weird situations.
You say a
We're gonna
lot
get-
of shit to push me into weird situations.
I know, and it's bad. And every day I'm like, when is the first Yuri fan art gonna show up?
Of what?
Or Yaoi? Wait,
Okay, I was gonna say there
Of
has to
us.
be 2 women for there
I
for it to
mean,
be Yuri.
you are Sailor Moon on the cover, so we're already halfway there. Whoa! All right, so what's my fursona, Matt? This was an episode about pets.
It was.
I guess this is a pet play.
You
It's
can
close.
put a leash on a personality.
The cult of personality. Sorry,
Andy, if you
I
have
think you're a
yours,
raccoon.
okay.
a raccoon.
Yeah.
What color?
I'm not sure.
Why a raccoon?
Just a hunch.
Just like a regular raccoon? Like a regular colored raccoon?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just a hunch that I had.
What does that mean? What, a hunch?
A hunch, an idea.
It's just you
a thought.
vibe. You just vibe with the thought of me being a raccoon.
It's me guessing.
I can see it, and it's definitely the colors just reversed. Instead of gray, it's like alabaster white.
Yeah, and rosacea.
I see.
Yeah. You would be like a stork. like
the Robin Hood stork.
No, so like I picture like I mean yeah, but I also kind of picture I don't know if you guys play Animal Crossing, but Cranston from Animal Crossing is like you know what I'm talking about, right? Like that's Matt, but just like a different
Animal
color.
Crossing?
Huh?
Can you get a pet in Animal Crossing?
No, well technically all the little animals on your island that are your villagers are your pets. You collect them. But yeah, like just
collect
like a really,
them like a slaver.
Oh, yeah, you can keep bugs and shit and fish inside and stuff and keep them as pets. You can put snapping turtles down. But yeah, no, you're like an awkward, like gangly bird guy.
An awkward, gangly bird guy.
Yeah, your charm is like tripping over yourself and everyone's like, oh, Matt.
Oh, bless
Like
him. He's trying.
Like you stumble into a room every time, like rolling over yourself multiple times, but you weigh nothing because you've got bird bones, so it's fine.
And what's the color?
What is
Brown.
the color?
Just like brown.
I'm a brown stork.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm covered in shit.
Huh? A fox?
Yeah.
A fennec fox? A little,
like
little
an
fox?
like a fox boy.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Hey.
My name is Fire Dash.
I'm a trigender pyro fox.
Oh my god, yeah, that's the sweaty anime kid with the fox ears and the tail who wears trip pants and has a lot of. Oh my god. That, you wouldn't. Yeah, that's. Yeah, alright, I'd change. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the fox thing now. The stork was, I thought, nicer, but Tyler said it.
Hooray.
Tyler's mean to you.
I'm Fire Dash.
That was
Fire Dash.
I'm Fire Dash.
Anything else? You guys got any more questions for us? You're firing them off, Tyler. Don't. No, I see that look in your face. Don't. Whatever it is. It's not going to be good.
If you had to lick a gift horse in the mouth, what kind of horse would you prefer it to be?
Clydesdale.
Is it because they have big cocks?
I'm anticipating it killing me.
Oh. Like look a gift horse in the mouth? I guess a Palatino? Yeah.
Palomino?
And why
Palomino, whatever.
yeah.
Why am I looking in its mouth?
No, lick a gift horse.
Lick? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I misheard that.
Can I choose a fake plastic horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No.
Not
Does
gonna do that.
wait. Does what's your fucking name? Who does Family Guy call Seabiscuit all the time?
Family Guy calls them Seabiscuit.
No, Family Guy calls a specific female actress Seabiscuit constantly in a bunch of their sketches, and I can't remember who.
Renee Zellweger.
Yeah, there we go. Pick that horse and choose that one. That's my choice. Renee Zellweger. Okay. I wonder if she tastes like oats.
I don't want to. There is a very, very special anime pet that I do want to bring to light. Chim Chim. Chim Chim was the monkey in Speed Racer that was stowaway in the
I
trunk.
really haven't watched Speed Racer in a long time.
What was here he comes, here comes Speed Racer.
watch,
He's a demon on wheels.
Did you watch Wonder Twins?
Parts of it.
What was that monkey's name?
I do not recall that monkey's name.
Would you consider
Space Ghost had a monkey too,
Yeah,
didn't he?
he also had that blob thing. The whoa
No, that was the Herculoids.
Oh,
that was
okay.
Gloop.
gloop. Would you consider Donnie from the Thornberrys a pet? Because like I don't put him on the same level as Darwin, who is a fucking chimp.
Yeah, I don't know. Donnie, Darwin, they're both pets.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I feel like Darwin is a companion because he's kind of smarter than Eliza sometimes, and a coward.
He
Which
is
is
a
funny
coward.
because he's a chimp. Like he should be ripping people's faces off.
What outfits would a chimpanzee wear that wouldn't denote intelligence?
What?
Debbie Thornberry's Lucky Top.
Yes. A shoe on his head?
Okay.
A crop top?
Gunter from Futurama. He wore a hat.
From Futurama. Gunter. Gunter?
Yeah, his name was Gunter. He wore a hat.
Who?
The one that Fry went to college with.
Oh, the chimp. I was like, what? I only remember That little 3-eyed dog monkey thing.
Nibbler.
Yeah, Nibbler, who was actually not a pet technically.
No, he was
an
a guardian of the
undercover-
universe.
Yeah, he was a secret agent the whole time. All right, Tyler says we got to do handstands.
I don't know how to do a
Well, you
handstand.
better fucking learn real quick, bro.
My balance is horrible.
All right, I'll hold your legs, you hold mine.
How is that going to work?
We'll go one at a time.
It's a 69.
Yeah,
No,
it's a 69.
No.
You know what? You don't want a 69 with me?
No, I don't.
Come on, you're gonna have a stomach full of spaghetti.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll give you my pasta fajoule.
oh.
That tickled Tyler pink.
That's pretty gross.
I knew it would. Yeah, the whole studio's done. All right, I feel like that's a good joke to just stop
Her name's
on.
Elizabeth Banks. Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit, Elizabeth Banks. All right, well, Elizabeth Banks, Matt's going to be full of pasta fajoule and spaghetti. I think we're done here. How about you?
I think we're pretty close.
All right. I'm edging. I've been edging this whole time.
Why?
I don't know, man. You're fun to look at. Wink.
Oh,
Tyler.
You gonna help me finish when we get off?
no.
All right, so you're not a good friend.
All right.
Make sure to watch more of the disgusting stuff I say to Matt next time on a different episode of Matt and Andy with Andy and Matt. You can find us on Spotify, the internet, Matt's Fat Life. Do you want to say anything?
YouTube. I think we're on YouTube,
Yeah, we're
right?
on YouTube. You can find us on our own website, Hibyrd
HIBYRD.
Yeah, .com Productions
.gov.org.
/
.biz.
Are you gonna say the thing?
What thing?
Because I was gonna say the thing about Jet Li.
Oh, about Jet Li?
Yeah. So just our closing remarks. Our producer fully believes that he could beat the shit out of Jet Li. Jet Li, please come on the show.
You know what? I honestly agree with that. I think that he could beat Jet Li in a fight.
A fair fight.
I didn't say that. I mean, I watched Lethal Weapon 4. I watched Jet Li get beaten by a forklift.
That's true. Tyler, essentially, with his 2 arms and mobility, is a forklift.
You could drive a forklift, right?
Yeah.
You could beat Jet Li.
He's
Boom.
certified.
What?
I said he's certified.
He's certified.
His forklift's
It's too
operating
bad he
certified,
doesn't
yeah.
believe in COVID.
I didn't actually think you were going to say it, and that just warms my heart.
Really?
Well, we have to go now because our producer's aneurysm is going to turn into a new sentient being, and that'll be our brand new pet.
I may be fired.
I don't know if you can get fired from something you're not employed at.
Oh, man.
He's going to just tell you to leave, and then we're going to have to drive 4 hours back home.
That sounds right.
Shit, I need a new co-host. Send an email to...
How about Kevin over there? Kevin, do you want to be on the show? Andy and Kevin with Kevin and Andy?
Yeah, do you think you can match my level of banter?
What do you mean you don't know?
It's intimidating, man. Like
These are big shoes to
we
fill.
go
You
back
got to
and
do
forth
this.
pretty hard, man. Like
I just got fired. Come on.
we got a lot of synergy we've worked on over the years.
Thank you. I think so too.
Yeah. Should we kiss?
No, we're not going to kiss.
I'm trying, Tyler. I want that bonus, goddammit.
He's offering you a bonus if I kiss you.
Yeah, but only me.
Oh.
So I can't be like, hey, I'll give you some. If I do give it to you, both of our heads explode.
Man,
How
if you
does that
kiss him
work?
good enough, he'll probably share some with you, but also half of everything forever.
Yeah. But I want to be a house husband.
Through marriage, yeah.
Why do you guys mess with me like this?
I don't know, man. You could do worse.
That's true. You guys would be great together.
I'm a really good partner. You know,
He's been with you through thick and thin.
we've been 7 years, man. You know,
Yeah.
got your back.
Dude, he smelled you at your smelliest and
Yeah, I have.
appreciated you at your you're not smelliest.
I've smelled you at like 3 days at a camp out, no shower, drunk all the time. running
You guys
around
have
smelling.
writhed on each other for
I was not
hours
drunk
doing
all the time.
jujitsu.
Yeah, that's true.
You did technical writhing.
Yeah, I did. I have had your balls closer to me than most men.
What?
Yeah, when we were doing jujitsu.
Yeah. Oh, just pretend that Guy's not there and you're practically making love.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is wrong with you guys?
There's a lot of heavy petting like you would do in middle school, and it was just like you're like Katy Perry, man. You're too much of a tease.
I like Katy Perry.
Yeah, you would, you
I'm
little
not
cock tease.
like Katy Perry.
Yeah, you are. You little cock tease. Listen, I know we're talking about pets. I'm trying to get some tail. Let's go, Matt.
I'm leaving. I'll see you guys later. It was nice doing this show, but I think I might not be fired, but I'm not sure I'm going to do this again.
I might not be fired, but I definitely quit.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a fair thing to do.
Well, thanks for joining us on Matt and Andy with Andy and Matt. As always, he's Andy, and I'm a little creeped out.
I'll turn you around. You don't even have to see it happening.
Oh, you're weird. You are.
Turn around and turn around.
I mean, hey man, the male G spot is in the process.
Do not touch me.
With your hands.
I'll get you to
Later,
consent
guys.
one day. What if I don't touch you? What if someone else does it for me? Wow. I'm just trying to make sweet love to you, and you're gonna be rude to me like this?
Yes.
You know, Matt, I'm only gonna put up with this disrespect for so long.
You know what? I don't believe you.